So today we are going to get a little angry about Destiny 2, specifically about the Nature Reclaimed Scout Rifle from Iron Banner. Yeah, it's not going to get too testy, but I had to make a video. Long story short, this weapon is beyond terrible. I would say so terrible that if you got the ultimate god roll for PvE or maybe even PvP, but we're not going to really talk about PvP too much, you will probably dismantle it. That is pretty unacceptable. Before we jump into why that is, just want to say if you enjoy the content and want more from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified on when I do drop more content. With that out the way, let's talk about the Natured Reclaimed Scout Rifle. It's terrible. That's the video. No, I'm kidding. That's not the video. But I do want to say, weapons should not be this bad for an event in Destiny. I'm not saying every weapon in an event or playlist event needs to be meta, but if you want players to spend time in said event, something like Iron Banner or Guardian games or some of the other stuff, then truly make the weapons worth something. This is a great example of just completely wasting players' time. And one of the biggest problems with Iron Banner being around is that when Iron Banner is live, Trials of Osiris is not live. And I'm not saying Trials of Osiris is a perfect experience, but there is a lot better loot to chase in Trials, and you're pretty much taking that opportunity away from people. So you better make sure the content in Banner is good. And with this edition for this little event update, it's not. It's something we do not need to be doing. Sure, in the past 2 Banner seasons, or at least earlier in Heresy, we got the Warlord's Spear Arc Trace Rifle. And then last episode in Revenant, we got the Rocket Assisted Sidearm, Tanisha's Mastery, another incredible weapon. This is probably peak meta right now in terms of chasing stuff. But this Scout Rifle is so bad, it's a waste of space, and it ruins the RNG grind for those other weapons. So basically, if you really want to get those other weapons, you're encouraged to kind of focus them with your engrams, which does take a lot of time. And this scout just being added, being so bad, it makes the pool bigger, and you're less likely to get those weapons, making it harder and then focusing. It's stupid. But let's go over the perks so you guys see what we're working with on this lightweight frame Scout Rifle. So here on screen is going to be all the perks. We are labeling them so you guys can follow and reading from right to left. All the way to the right is Skulking Wolf, origin trait from Iron Banner. We'll talk about that, more on that pretty soon. In column 4, we have Desperate Measures, Box Breathing, Explosive Payload, Incandescent Precision Instrument, and Kill Clip. Next to that, in column 3, we have Outlaw, Killing Wind, Rapid Hit, Shoot to Loot, Lone Wolf, and Heal Clip. And for magazines, we have Accurized Rounds, Appended Mag, Tactile Mag, Extended Mag, Steady Rounds, Alloy Magazine, and Flared Magwell. And to be fair, this is not a terrible perk pool, but honestly, nothing here saves it from being anything with it being a scout rifle and a lightweight frame scout. Honestly, if you're using scouts in PvE, it's most likely going to be an exotic. And if you're not using an exotic, something like Unworthy from the Sunderin Doctrine Dungeon, its Arc, is the best legendary scout rifle in the game right now. And honestly, a redirection scout rifle like Long Arm, which you can get at Rite 9, or the Spire the Watcher Dungeon, or Trusty are actually awesome. So Bungie, like, what the hell are we doing here? Maybe you buff the frame in the future, but as it stands now, this is just a waste of space. Like, even if you compare it to other scouts, since this is solar, let's compare it to Trusty, which is from Deepstone. It clears this, and it's also a solar scout with redirection. So like, why even bother keeping one of these with Trusty being a better frame, better perks, better origin trait? It makes no sense. And one big problem with Iron Banner weapons is that the origin trait here is just not useful as you want it to be. It's mainly just for PvP, which again makes sense from this being a PvP playlist weapon, but even Trials weapons have multiple origin trait perks. So like, why just Skulking Wolf? Let's just, throw on something else. Maybe Vanguard Vindication or something. I don't know. Just some other origin trait besides Skulking Wolf. It just like makes no sense. I mean, maybe shame on me for actually getting excited for this weapon until I saw what the perk pool looked like once I got this weapon, but there's just so much working against it. But if you're somehow, some way still looking for a god roll for maybe one day to be useful, ideally you will only want this one: Arrowhead Break, Flared Magwell, Shoot the Loot, and Incandescent. But yeah, that's basically the only one worth keeping just in case. I have my doubts on this one since Trusty is just a much better scout rifle with redirection, by the way, too. Like, redirection is an incredible perk right now and very rare. So yeah, let's try to keep the new weapons in the future events just tied to the sandbox and where the seasonal artifact is kind of pushing things. But besides that, that's the video. I don't need to waste more of your time in this because, like, I'm sorry, I just couldn't make a video with how terrible this weapon is. I had to speak my mind on it, but yeah, if you enjoyed the video, found this video informative, be sure to drop this video a like, helps with the video a ton. And if you want more from me, be sure to hit that subscribe button and bell to be notified on when I do drop more content. That's all I have to say on this one. Thank you for watching. It is greatly appreciated. Until next time, ShadowNinja here, and I'm out.